Good evening and salutations, my Days of Lies fans. This episode was pretty average. Kristen definitely made it a lot more interesting. From her interaction with first thing in the morning with Jake and Ava. Now, Ava got upset. Well, one because they were sleeping on the air mattress because apparently Kristen, she likes to have all the covers for herself. But Jake woke up with a messed up back, and when Kristen was sitting there saying, "Listen, you may owe me a little bit, but you're my brother." Gabby, on the other hand, really doesn't mean anything to me. Jake got defensive, and when Kristen said that, "Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to your little girlfriend," Ava corrected her. Now after Kristen left, Ava got insecure. She got insecure because, she didn't like the fact that Jake wanted to give her a heads up and the fact that he didn't correct her. Now, Jake did sit there and try to, I guess, calm her insecurities by telling her that, when they first hooked up, one second, when they first hooked up, in a lot of ways, Jake felt like a consolation prize, with a twin brother and everything like that. So he's all like, listen, you know, I'm over Gabby. It's just you and me now. That's the only thing that really matters. But, when you really think about it, he said that to two other women. He doesn't have a good track record. And it's not like Ava doesn't know his track record between Gwen and Kate and now her. And although she did sit there and try to hook up with him initially to get under Gabby's skin, now she's sitting there feeling all insecure. And I'm like, why'd you go? I mean, it's one thing to hook up with each other, but, now she's talking about she's falling for him. I'm like, given his track record, you really think that's a good idea? Hell, they wound up going out, and he was sitting there talking about trying to find jewelry. And she was all like, oh, were you thinking marriage or whatever? I'm like, here's the thing. Either one of those answers is pretty bad. Because, one, if you want to sit there and try to make her feel less insecure, you think marriage is really the idea? You think that's the way to go about it? Because that's just going to make her feel even worse. On the other hand, if he's not thinking about getting married, you really think that you have the funds to sit there and buy her some jewelry to calm her down? Bro, you are living on top of a garage, a car garage. You're like, you don't have the funds to be sitting there just spending it on a nice little shiny trinkets or whatever for her. So either one of those scenarios is pretty bad. Yeah, it's just pretty bad. I don't understand how Shen can't see that Gabby has not gotten over Jake. Every time he talks about a bit of his insecurities, like, hey, not that long ago you were with Jake, once again mentioning up the fact that you're not over Jake, and then what does she wind up doing? Oh, let me pass by the situation by having sex with him. And then he just shuts up and he's just like, oh, okay, cool, she's really into me. I'm like, no. There's a fine line between sex and love. You can hate somebody, and if they're hot enough, you will still have sex with them. Okay? 9 times out of 10, you will have sex with them. So if he's equating feelings for him with just sex, then he's an idiot. Um, they've been going out for about a month and they don't really know each other. When Shen was sitting there on the phone, sitting there saying, hey, I love you too, Gabby got jealous. He's like, no, 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 I was just sitting there saying that to my mom. Like, we don't really talk too much because my dad likes to dominate, well, pretty much everything. Um, so, once again, they kind of realize that they don't really know each other um, that much. They go into the office, they see Kristen there. after her finding out that, Kristen got a full apartment and, she's legit like out of jail, she's good to go, Kristen just kind of throws her weight around to make sure that she knows who's in charge. She does ask her for a favor because she's like, yo, listen, without my vote, you wouldn't be here. And I could just sit there and just try to vote you out, and at the very least throw everything into chaos just because I can. So she asked her for a favor. And I have a feeling that favor is going to have something to do with Rachel. This is something that Eric and Brady was sitting there talking about. He's all nervous and everything like this. Like, oh, high security. And, she's, talking about how Teresa and her boyfriend or husband, they got their own set of plans and trying to keep Kristen out. But Eric is like, that is Kristen's daughter. If she's not in jail and she's not on a run or anything like that. So, in reality, what exactly are you going to do to try to stop her? I mean, here's the thing. I get it. Kristen has done some messed up things. But, at the end of the day, that's still a child also. So, like, yeah. I don't know what to sit there and really tell you. You can't sit there and shield her from Kristen forever. I don't want to sit there and say that he is overreacting, but it's like there's only so much you can do when, that's half her child. So if you had to sit there and look up the definition of what a crook looks like, this guy fits it to a T. The guy got tattoos on his arm, he's really skinny, he's not there trying to take money from the tip jar. Eric stops him and he runs off. He is seen later on trying to rob Nicole. Nicole early was not there telling Chloe that, she's over Eric and that, Rafe is the only person for her because everybody has been sitting there telling her the same thing. You're not over Eric. You're not over Eric. You're not over Eric. Regardless about your little fast trash rush job of a wedding, you're not over Eric. So the way I see this playing out, because at the end, this guy has a gun to her. Eric is going to try to find some sort of way to talk her down. And whatever those feelings are that has been buried in Nicole is going to come right to the surface. They're going to come right to the surface. And, I mean, Nicole is either going to wind up cheating on Rafe or wind up dumping him. My money's probably going to be on cheating, but either way, I feel like Rafe is going to get exactly what he deserves. Exactly what he deserves. And I can't wait. I really can't wait. I don't see why Eric wants to actually be with Nicole after she lied to him about having sex with somebody else. But for some odd reason, the fans they love them together. They don't care that she cheated. I always find that to be so hilarious to me. I find that to be the most hilarious thing on the planet. That people will want to sit there and see people together despite whatever kind of jacked up stuff that one has done to the other. It's like they could just ignore that. There was people that still wanted Allie to be with Tripp. And I'm like, what are you, nuts? From day one, Allie has given Tripp nothing but a giant headache and ruined his life from day one. And yet, I still saw people rooting for those two people. I'm like, are you nuts? Him leaving her was the best decision that he's made in a very long time. I don't get it. But anyway, I'm pretty sure she's gonna probably want to be with Eric after Eric saves her, or him at the very least stepping in and either getting shot for her or something. I have a feeling that that's probably gonna wind up happening. So yeah, I feel like that's gonna wind up happening. He's gonna get shot, and she's gonna want to be with him. or her feelings can be a lot louder. It seemed like there was some tension when Jada asked Kayla, in the beginning it was really nice and everything like that, him, those two welcoming her and stuff. But then there was a bit of tension because Jada was specifically looking for Kayla so she can get medical records on Sarah. And Kayla was like, well, listen, I can't just, hand them out. That's patient, client, yada, yada, yada. But I'm like, on top of the fact that Jada could request those documents, whether she wants to give it to her or not, because she is a cop and that is what she said. Why isn't it they're trying to impede this investigation? Don't you want to find out, who killed who killed Abby? Because let's be honest, she has been hallucinating a lot and has been having violent episodes with people. So this whole, well, I don't know if I can really give it to you, it's like, one, I'm pretty sure she can because, well, after a while, it's the law. If you want to sit there and have her go through red tape, fine. She's going to get the results either way. And two, you're just slowing things down because the faster you can sit there and clear Sarah, the faster they could sit there and start looking for the real killer. If it wasn't, if it wasn't Sarah. So, seeing all this unnecessary tension, Steve tries to calm things down by going to the Brady pub. And after they had dinner, and, seems like it's going to be something between Jada and Eric, Jada's like, listen, I'm not trying to step on your toes. I'm not trying to, come at you sideways. Just, I want to get this case shut so that we can find out the real, who's the real killer. And, Kayla's just like, yeah, okay. But I'm like, all that hostility was just not really necessary. Hell, even Chloe was feeling a bit insecure. So that they're saying that there may be something still with Brady and Kristen, because even back then, when Kristen used to do a lot of this dirt, a lot of the damage and things of that nature, Brady still wanted to be with her. So, in a lot of ways, Chloe's like, Kristen still has some sort of weird dark hold over him. Now, when Brady does get there and Nicole leaves, at some point, they're sitting there talking about Kristen and what her plans are and what she's going to do. And, Kristen walks in there, it's like, hey, is somebody going to get their boss new, some coffee, whatever? Just, because it's Kristen. I mean, she did sit there and she literally said when she was in Jake's place that she plans on going around town stirring the pot. And that's exactly what she's doing. I'm personally happy that Kristen's back. Because here's the thing. Yeah, she's a villain, but she's not an annoying villain. Jan Spears was annoying as F. Okay? That chick was just annoying. She's just this weird, annoying girl that just... Anyway, I'm just glad that Kristen's back because she is bringing some much more interest to the show for me personally. Not that this show was really bad, but there's been some episodes I'll put it this way: without Kristen being in this episode, I felt like this episode would have been it was okay, wasn't really that great, wasn't that bad either, just middle of the road average. But Kristen being there definitely elevated this episode a lot more. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe. I did this video twice, so I'm sorry it's coming out so late. I didn't like how the first cut came out, and if I don't like how something comes out the first time, I'm just not gonna put it out. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe, and I will see everyone in the next video.